take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, a local woman has a warning after an unsettling situation at a West Fargo grocery store.
Plus, parents are protesting the use of masks at Fargo Public Schools.
And meet the student who gave up his savings to help out his classmates. Valley News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 6.
The North Dakota Nice can get in the way of situations like this. You tend to want to be a little more open and friendly, and balancing that with, being smart and being safe is difficult.
A local woman is once again warning of vigilance and awareness tonight after she says she had an unsettling experience with a man at a West Fargo grocery store Monday afternoon.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley spoke with a woman today who explains it all started with a series of questions before she was beelining it down the frozen food aisle.
Kayla Tanhoff and her young daughter were in the organic section at Cashwides Foods Monday afternoon when Tanhoff says she could feel someone was right behind them, watching.
And I immediately felt heightened.
Tanhoff says when she tried to leave the aisle,
he kind of stepped in front of us and said hi. And I said hello.
She says she was trying to balance between being polite while also staying firm when the man asked Tanhoff if he could ask her a question.
And I said sure. And he said, "Are you pregnant?" And that's the one that kind of made the hairs stand up on the back of your neck.
At 34 weeks, Tanhoff says her large belly is hard to miss, saying worst case scenarios were now racing through her head.
I could tell he was, eyeballing me and my daughter. And then the things start popping in your head of, is he trying to distract me from somebody else that's trying to grab her? Things you hear across the country, but you hope aren't in our area. And he said, "Can I give you a hug?" And I said, "Nope, I don't think so."
Tanhoff says she told the man she was uncomfortable and wanted him to leave her and her daughter alone, now desperately trying to find refuge.
And he continued to follow us at that point in time. And he said, "Can I ask you another question?" And I said, "No, I think I'm done now with the questions." And he said, "Well, I'm going to walk with you."
She says she then beelined it to a man in the frozen aisle who then escorted her to a staff member, later safely making it back home.
And I really hope, it was a fluke and somebody that just maybe needs a little bit of help.
Tanhoff says she hopes sharing her story emphasizes the importance for women to always listen to their gut and encourages parents to always keep children close by and says to never let your guard down. In West Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Tanhoff says West Fargo police just minutes ago stated the man in question is an older teen with mental health concerns and says he, quote, poses no danger to the public. Tanhoff says while she is somewhat relieved due to the nature of her experience and the teen's actions, her message of vigilance, especially for pregnant women, still stands.
Fargo Public School leaders have been discussing the use of masks. The school board is meeting right now, and prior to that meeting, parents gathered outside to grab the school board's attention. They want the district to know that it's not okay that their kids are masked for 7 hours a day, including recess and sports. Valley News Team's Nishay Taylor joins us now with the very latest.
Yeah, Mike, actually, the board just finished up a 5-minute recess after a parent kind of got upset, expressing his feelings about wanting these masks to be gone. Actually, a handful of other parents have also spoke up. One parent mentioned that the masks are considered dehumanizing. And also another parent mentioned that because the masks are considered a medical device, they should have the choice. As well as another parent, she mentioned her son was ostracized because he has a medical condition that allows him not to wear a mask. But for now, we're here at the scoreboard meeting, still waiting to hear what's going to happen. I believe more parents are expected to speak, and we'll have much more on this coming up tonight at 9 and 10.
All right, thanks, Nishay. We'll also keep you posted on valleynewslive.com.
It appears we are on our way. Today's weather is better than it's been, and that's a good sign. Let's find out about tonight's conditions. Hutch?
Andrea, thanks so much. Good evening, everyone. We're seeing some sunshine breaking out across the Devil's Lake Basin, as you see here from our Home of Economy location. Clouds breaking there, but still lingering in the Southern Valley into South Dakota and much of Minnesota, where we do have some showers, but mainly to the south of our viewing area, south of Sisseton and near Redfield. Look at the temperatures, mid 60s up and down the Red River Valley, a little cooler out in Wadena, where we have mid 50s and more clouds. Decreasing clouds will be the story tonight here in the Red River Valley, as temperatures will be comfortable with a little bit of a north breeze. In Grand Forks, similarly, clear skies developing as we go through the overnight hours, temperatures slipping into the 40s later. I'll have details on even warmer weather for your hump day, but it does not come without another chance of showers as yet another cold front moves through. I'll have hour-by-hour details on what you can expect in a few minutes.
Okay, thanks, Sutch.
In your crime alert tonight, police in Grand Forks say a middle school-aged boy was stabbed today outside of West Elementary School. Now, the boy identified the boy who was found at a nearby home. The victim was taken to All True Hospital by ambulance. No word on his condition. Still no word on who called in a bomb threat today in Bemidji, Minnesota. The call threatened to blow up Bemidji area schools. The Minnesota State Patrol took the call about 7 o'clock this morning. The caller claimed that bombs were already set up in every Bemidji public school, then hung up. An extensive search of all schools found nothing. The 911 call was traced to an area of Ramsey County in Minnesota. Sentencing for Derek Chauvin has been pushed back. It was originally slated for June 15th. Now it's been scheduled for June 25th. The delay is due to scheduling issues. A week ago, a jury found Chauvin guilty on all 3 charges against him in the death of George Floyd.
Due to several recent COVID cases, all 9th grade students at Moorhead High School will be quarantined from classes and activities starting tomorrow. They'll quarantine for 10 days from the last positive case. The school's goal is to bring students back into the building on May 3rd. This doesn't impact students who spend their school day in self-contained special education classrooms. In your COVID-19 vaccine coverage, Sanford could resume its Johnson & Johnson vaccinations as early as May. This comes after the pause in the vaccine after 6 women received blood clots after vaccinations. With the majority of Pfizer vaccine being offered at this time, Sanford says there's been a slower uptake with people getting the first shot, but an increase with people receiving the second. As the J&J vaccine gets re-released, there could be a new warning label stating complications include blood clotting and low platelet counts. The hospital's goal is to get people to trust the vaccine again.
I think we need to continue to stress the safety. I think you hit the nail on the head. This is a very rare complication. This disease happens without people getting a vaccine.
The hospital has received a few thousand doses of Pfizer for distribution this week. And if you're looking for places to get a COVID vaccine shot, you can use our VNL vaccine tracker. It's right on the home page of our website. Or you can open your phone camera and point it at the QR code on your screen and then tap the link that pops up.
Afternoon snacks in many schools are almost as routine as recess, reading.
I sell guineas and eggs, and that gets me like pretty good money amount because I've tried to save up for a real 4-wheeler.
Hillsboro Elementary School, it didn't sit well with that gentleman, so much so that the 7-year-old decided to give all of his savings, more than $200, to make sure that the school could offer fruits and vegetables to his fellow students. Although the money hasn't been deposited yet, we're told that it will be soon. We're also told that thanks to Rowdy's generosity, snacks are back at Hillsboro Elementary for all kids. Way to go, Rowdy.
And thank you for your generous donations for the Golden Drive last week to help children all across the community. These are just some of the nearly 250 bags we filled over the weekend that are going to those in need. The drive was so successful, we're accepting donations this week too. You can drop off non-perishable food items at the West Fargo Fire Department.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, which legislative bill North Dakota's governor today vetoed?
Soupy skies this morning down near the Dakota Magic Casino, but we did see some abundant sunshine in the Devil's Lake area. That helped our northern counties really see a big-time warm-up over where we were yesterday. I'll have details on warmer weather for your hump day, but a chance of rain as well right after this.
This is Valley News Live.